New report exposing a troubling truth about a group of scientists who initially refuted the COVID-19 lab leak theory. Turns out 26 out of the 27 raising doubts have ties to China's Wuhan Institute of Virology.
Here to react to Ohio Congressman Warren Davidson, who sponsored a bill, by the way, to give Dr. Anthony Fauci the boot. Congressman, thanks for being here this morning. Let's go ahead and pull up a portion of this letter from March 7th of 2020. And this reads, quote, "The rapid, open, and transparent sharing of data on this outbreak is now being threatened by rumors and misinformation around its origins. We stand together to strongly condemn conspiracy theories suggesting that COVID-19 does not have a natural origin." Let me ask you, if this letter was not written back in March, where do you think we would be in this investigation? Because this squashed a lot of those theories that this started from a lab leak.
Yeah, look, I think Senator Tom Cotton was on this in January of 2020. Very early, he laid out 4 hypotheses, and scientists normally would follow those hypotheses. Instead, you saw a very coordinated effort, I think, led by Dr. Fauci to try to, obfuscate this. And it was really, sadly, almost an accomplice to whatever China has ties to. So literally all the pressure to make China open up in a transparent way as close to this discovery as possible came off with the coordinated effort that Fauci organized.
Congressman, is it safe to say that the early dismissal of the lab leak theory cost lives?
I don't see how it couldn't have cost lives, and frankly, even to this day, the coordinated effort to shape information instead of study it with intellectual curiosity and scientific reason. How do you keep these people in place like Dr. Fauci? And you'll see people who are leaving CDC and the FDA because the culture is toxic. I think we have to remove the toxic leadership, and that's why I introduced the FIRED Act.
It is really unbelievable, though, when you look at the details of this Telegraph investigation, revealing that of the 27 scientists that we referenced, 26 of them have some kind of ties, some kind of links to Chinese researchers, their colleagues, or its benefactors. I mean, there's one person who does not have any proven ties. It's unbelievable. Does this change anything now?
I hope it changes the public perception of this. I mean, people have to ask, why is it that we can't look into the origins? Why is it that we can't question, how this was developed? Why is it that we can't question the fact that Dr. Fauci was deceptive before the United States Senate when asked, hey, did you fund gain-of-function research? It has to be equivocation at best. And look, why is it that we need this one person who's been in this job since 1984, does the entire fate of the national approach to immunology depend on one doctor? I hope not. I mean, that's a strategic problem for our country if we're only one doctor deep. And the reality is there's been a coordinated effort not just to silence this theory, but any theory that would question this group of individuals who now seem to be conflicted, at least.
Meantime, Congressman Joe Manchin delivering a severe blow to Joe Biden's agenda by rejecting the $3.5 trillion spending package. Who do you think blinks first? Democratic leadership, progressives, or Joe Manchin?
Look, I'm encouraged by Joe Manchin's reasoning in his Wall Street Journal op-ed. I think he laid out a very good case for the fiscal path our country's on, and we need as a country to take a different approach to spending. And that's just a math problem. You could have a healthy debate about, what do we spend the money on? But he highlighted really how the country's gone from we should be able to raise enough tax revenue to pay for the spending. That's how George H.W. Bush broke his no new taxes pledge, to now there's not even a lender to fund all this kind of spending. Shouldn't we check up? And I think Joe Manchin's onto something. In the House, I was encouraged. I think there were 10 or more House Democrats who blocked Nancy Pelosi's approach to this.
Okay. Congressman Warren Davidson, thanks for waking up early and joining us this morning. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you all. Have a great day.
Of course.